One of the great mystics said that when you have a question, you don't have an answer, tell a story. And when that doesn't work, sing a song. There's something about stories and songs that conventional language simply can't capture. I mean, we all know this. Music can transport you to another time and place. It can bring you to tears. It can bring you to laughter. It can change your mood. And in a similar way, stories have a way of reaching deeper into our hearts and souls than just a talk, a lecture. You could have a good lecture, you could have a good speaker, but there's something about the language of music that resonates deep inside. I mentioned last week that studies show that even children, newborns, and even children in their mother's womb respond to music. Do you know that? They play music, you can see they move to the rhythm. I mean, they don't dance, but you can see that they're reacting. It's been proven. So, scientists are all wondering, how is that possible? Language is also quite a mystery, that by age 2 or 3, a child can already be speaking. And they're not just mimicking, they're actually speaking intelligently. Obviously, it takes time for them to develop more vocabulary. So there are different theories, linguistic theories on that. But music, they're not even hearing their parent. It's as if they know the language before they even emerge on earth. So the mystics explain, Chassidic, Kabbalistic and Chassidic philosophy explains, that is because music is the language of the soul, which is why it touches us so deeply. And actually conventional language is not natural for a human being. In other words, children would respond a lot better if we just said everything in lullabies and in melodic form. We, as adults, learn to speak in so-called more static, what's the word I want? Yeah, static. Is that the word I wanted? More linear type of language that is more static rather than mobile. Music is very fluid. There's rhythm to it. There's a tune to it. You can hum to the melody. You can beat with you can tap your leg to its rhythm. So music is much more naturally like a fish in water, much more natural for the soul to communicate. And that's why souls, even without they emerging yet into this world, relate to music and song. So that's why song and music captivates us so much. And in Jewish tradition, song was always a tremendous force, especially in the time of the temple. The Levites actually would compose music and songs for different occasions. And we know in the cantorials and the other songs, but especially in the Chassidic tradition, there are literally hundreds of unbelievably powerful songs. And often when I sing them, people are really taken because it's a very different type of music than you usually hear. So I'll try to capture some of that here. And coupled with stories, I think these two languages, in a way, create a certain connection between people, between souls, that you can't just connect with through conventional language.